if your goal is getting strong as fuck and building muscle like me, this meal will change the game. Welcome back to my little world. Apologies if I sound sick. It's because I am. I am so congested. I've literally not trained for 10 days. My head is so sore. My congestion is not great, but it's okay. We move. We're still prioritizing our meal prep, and that's exactly what we're going to be doing today. We are going to be creating together my breakfast for the next week. We're having eggs, ham, halloumi, and rice for breakfast. And if you've been around for a while, or if you follow me on Instagram, then you would know that this used to be a big staple of mine. Now, I'm a very big fan of meal prep. I meal prep in advance for 5 days. However, I know that you shouldn't cook eggs for more than like maybe 2 days in the fridge. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna create the base for 5 days with rice and the halloumi. However, I'm gonna re-cook the eggs and the ham on Wednesday. So in this video, you'll only see 2 meals completely made. However, this is going to take me for 5 days next week. So the ingredients that you're going to need is going to be eggs. If you wanna add some more protein, you'll also add some egg whites. You've got your halloumi, and I'll also spice this up with a little bit of flavor in a second. I'm gonna be needing some honey ham. My favorite is the honey ham from the Chlo's Deli, and obviously some rice to finish it off. Now, if you're like me, you're going to be also needing some maple syrup and some honey, because I'm gonna put that on the halloumi and it is going to taste amazing. If you haven't tried honey and maple syrup on halloumi before, highly recommend trying it because it will change your life. So without further ado, let's get into cooking up my breakfast. First, you're gonna go ahead and get out your rice cooker and go ahead and add 2 cups of rice. You're then gonna add water over the top so it is fully submerged. Rice cooker I like to press a couple buttons so it's fast cook, and that will take you 25 minutes to cook your rice. Now that our rice is cooking, we're now going to start cooking our eggs. All right, you're gonna wanna grab a bowl or a measuring cup so we can crack our eggs and also weigh out our egg whites. I generally like to, whoa, she doesn't wanna come out. Whoa. I generally like to crack my eggs in here. Then I'm gonna weigh out my egg whites, and then I'm gonna mix it all, beat it up together. Give that a little whisk together just with a fork because I don't have a whisk. You don't really need one. Okay, so because I'm making 2 servings of this, I'm going to be adding 200 grams of egg whites. If I was making 3, I'd add 300 grams, I'd add 400 grams. Depending on what your goal is and how much protein you want and need, you can absolutely adjust this recipe to meet your requirements. And now whisk that together. And I should probably be heating up my pan. I'm gonna do that right now. Put my pan on here. I also really like to clean as I go, so I'm gonna put this back in the fridge. While I'm waiting for the pan to heat up, I am also now going to cut up my halloumi. Oh. You all good? You okay? Go. Come on, let it out. Oh dear. Oh, you okay? You have some drink. Have some drink of water. So we're gonna go with about 40 grams of halloumi in each of these meals. Now that the pan's hot, we're just gonna add some butter. I like to use this olive oil spread, and I've said this in the past, on prep, out of prep, I don't really weigh my butter and my oils. I'm just being honest. It's not something that I do all the time. Obviously, during prep, it's a little bit different. I do have a method that I use. However, I do prefer to cook with butter over oil. I'm going to turn the pan down before I add the eggs, but we're going to add our eggs. I'm going to get a little spatula and we're just going to mix it all up together. You don't want to let your egg cook for too long. I like to really pretty much make this into a scramble, and see how the eggs cook quite fast. So what we're going to do now, before they fully cook through, is I'm also going to add in that chopped up ham. Oh, it smells so good. I miss this. Mix that all together. And literally you can pretty much turn the pan off at this point because it's pretty much already cooked. Now I just add a little bit of salt, and that is literally how quick you can cook up this breakfast. And now before I start cooking up the halloumi, I'm just gonna put that into 2 different containers and continue on. Okay, now it's time to start cooking up the halloumi. So this part I do cook with oil. Let me grab that out. So, whoopsie. Whoa. All right, just adding a little bit of oil, not too much, but I do prefer to cook halloumi with a bit of oil. Chuck our little halloumi cubies in there. And what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna just let that cook for a bit just before I put the honey and the maple syrup on. Also probably good to get tongs for this part rather than the spatula we were using before. Okay, popping on some honey over the top of these. Yes. And you don't wanna have the pan too hot because it will just burn, but we do like the halloumi to be nice and crispy, so watch this space. Now we're going to add our maple syrup. I've got the sugar-free maple syrup actually. I haven't had maple syrup for a while. The same thing, just pop that on there. You can see already that it's just starting to like bubble up a little bit. Just adds that little bit of flavour. Once they look like they've crispened up a little bit, we're going to pop those, we're going to turn them over. You can see how nice and golden they are. Look at how crisp these look. Oh, I mean, look at how crisp those things look. Same again, we're now just gonna pop that halloumi into our containers. And there you have it. We have my eggs, ham, halloumi, and rice. And if you are in a bulking phase or you wanna build muscle, get in some quick calories, some easy meals, this is going to be your best friend. I will leave the macros on the screen. However, one of these meals contains 525 calories. We've got 40 grams of protein, 47 grams of carbs, and 18 grams of fat. I am going to be filming a lot more videos just like this one, so if you don't want to miss out, don't forget to hit like on this video if you did like it so I can see that you enjoy these videos and I can create more. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below so you don't miss next week's video, which is going to be cooking 5 lunches, quick, easy, 1 pot, 1 meal. It's gonna be a blast. So I'm about to go and film that right now for you. So make sure you hit that subscribe button so you can see next week's meals. But in the meantime, be bright, be bold, be you. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.